Hi guys, this is Michelle Nicolaisen with Bombshell.com. Today I'm reviewing InflowLive, which is a form generation tool with automation features that kind of set it apart from the pack. So if you're a freelancer or if you're someone who reads my blog, a service-based business, one of the ways that this would be most useful, arguably the way it would be the most useful, is the way it automates the workflow. So you probably have, it makes your client intake systems easier, right? So you probably have some kind of client intake system, I hope you do, with a questionnaire when people sign up. So it's like name, email, Skype username, what time are we going to have our weekly meeting, or what are the specs for this project, what's your budget, etc., right? So you can use this in a way that I'm going to show you to set up forms and then make sure that people actually create those forms and finish them, or not create, fully complete those forms. Right now they're in beta, so it's totally free, and I'm going to show you what the backend looks like now. So this is what happens when you log in, and you can see that you have the users right here. So it shows you analytics on all of your forms. This is me in the incognito window, all of these anonymous hoverings on the client intake form. And what you can do, I'm going to walk you through a couple of things and then show you how it actually works. So I have an email reminder or template set up right here. The other kinds of templates that you can set up that would be useful here would be an invitation template. So this would be something that you would send to make sure to send someone the form so that they would actually complete it. And then the confirmation template would be the email they get upon completion, right? So then you have field set up, so you set up what the actual email looks like here, and then it's complete. And I'm not going to walk you through that because really it's pretty, it's pretty self-explanatory. There are placeholders that you can use for name, for email, for the form link, so all of that is automated. So that's the email and workflow, and you can create the forms here. So I'm going to walk you through what it looks like. This is like a sample thing that would be a client intake form for a 30-minute consulting session. So you've got the name, custom URL, description right here. And then the field setup right here. And so this is pretty basic. This is pretty basic drag and drop form stuff. This is similar to what you're going to see in Google Forms or in Typeform or whatever. The thing that makes it interesting is the ability to add automation triggers. So you have these buttons, automation group start and automation group end. And I hit automate, I put the automation group start right here, and then the automation group end right here. And so if the person has filled out their name and their email, because the email is included on all of these, but they haven't filled out any of this other stuff down here, then what will happen is that they will get the reminder template email 24 hours after they've partially completed it. So to replicate this manually, you could probably hack something together replicating this manually, or keep track of it with an inbox CRM like Streak, moving people through the pipeline and setting email reminders or snoozing emails to make sure that people actually completed it. But this makes it automatic so that if someone has started to complete it at all and then haven't, it will send them a reminder email, so you don't have to think about it and it just gets done. Then the setup, you have a template for inviting email users, and so you can invite people via email, or you can just embed it on a page or have the URL. And then this is where you would select the confirmation template that I showed you how to create this. You can create a custom label. And then right here I have a form thank you message. You can also choose to redirect your form on completion, so you could have it send to your calendar scheduling tool. That way everything is all hooked together and it's all automated. So someone pays, they get redirected to the intake form, which is something that you can do very easily with most shopping carts. Or you could set up like a Zapier trigger so that someone pays and then that creates a trigger which sends them, an email that has a link for this. However you want to do it, then they fill this out, or they start to fill it out and they don't finish it, and then they get a reminder to finish it. And then once they fill it out, they get redirected to your booking, your Calendly page or your Acuity page or whatever it is that you use for booking. And then they book right there. And so that makes all of this stuff automated. That totally minimizes the email back and forth that you have to do as a service provider. So that's the way that I would see this working for freelancers. Now they have a couple of themes that you can choose from here, and then have CSS and JavaScript that you can add to your form, which I didn't do because don't know that. Then you can use the below link. I was not familiar with how it was actually going to look, so I kind of messed up my link here, but you can learn from my mistake and you would just put for the name instead of putting that, you just put 30-minute or whatever. You can invite people here. You can copy and paste this to embed it on your site. You can also import a CSV to invite people. And then once you invite them, it sends them a template invitation email, which you've already created. Either way, you can save and exit now. So that's sort of the workflow, how it looks. I don't have any analytics here, but once you have analytics, you'll be able to look at your emails, your users, your account settings, all of this stuff. There's also a tab up here for analytics. And what it looks like with the theme that I have at their hosted URL, so this is not embedded on my site, obviously, is this little form like this. I'm guessing, I haven't experimented yet, I'll add this into the post notes, but I'm guessing that it's mobile responsive, which is a really big deal, and is something that not all form creators have built in yet. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, so now the person just like fills this out, and I'm assuming it would look marginally different if it was embedded on my site. The person fills this out, and then everything's much easier on your end. Like I said, right now this is in beta, so it's free. It's definitely worth trying out if client intake forms are a pain point for you, or if you find yourself constantly having to nag your clients to actually fill them out. If people like partially fill them out, but then don't click send or submit, or people start to fill them out and then walk away and then lose all their answers or whatever, this would be a great way to streamline your systems and make things a little easier on you. So that's it. You can head to the blog for notes, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.